champ. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is win. All I do is win. You looking at a champ and we going to the ship. We going to the ship. We going to the ship. Hey, all we do is win. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is
You're
win.
looking at a CHAMP. Every time I do it, make it look easy. Better be prepared when you come for me. Don't talk me to death, you know that stuff cheap. I go hard on the west, I go hard on the east. It don't really matter either way, I'ma eat. You know I do numbers, 1, 2, 3, count on me like work easy. I can do it in my sleep. I do not know defeat. Championship rings on my hand, go bling in games when I please. Good night, RIP. Ain't no OT. You are not a champ, boy. You all wanna
You
be.
looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is win. All I do is win. You looking at a champ and we going to the ship. We going to the ship. We going to the ship. Hey, all we do is win. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is win. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is win. All I do is win. You looking at a champ and we going to the ship. We going to the ship. We going to the ship. Hey, all we do is win. You looking at a champ. You looking at a champ. Hey, all I do is win.
Only getting started when it's midnight, keeping it tight. If on a good to war, it can get dark, but we stay bright. Coming like a night, it's on sight. Ever touch my sleeve? Around there, wanna disagree when it's clear that I'm speaking facts. Man like me, you know I'm proactive. Never gonna stop till I see the big man's on flats.
Hop on the front door, it's like midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off-white whip, need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. Bro like that, I'm back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base. How I can never act. Been trying to stack up racks on racks. Boys in the back wearing all black stain on track. Better chef, show your gun, and that's on me. Out here getting this beat, if you work for the devil, better retreat. Coming too icy, coming too clean, could never move shady, ain't no fiend.
Shotgun, London, what's the outcome? You know, I'm a madman, just can't stick to the program. Raise up the heat, keeping the tension, shifting the gear to a different dimension. Red light, speed up, take off. Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off-white whip, need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. What? Throw like that, I'm back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Yeah. Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Yeah. Yeah. starting when it's midnight, keeping it tight. If it wanna go to war, it can get dark, but we stay bright. Coming like a night, it's on sight. If it touch my sleeve, around there wanna disagree when it's clear that I'm speaking facts. Man like me, you know I'm proactive. Never gonna stop till I see the big man's on flats.
Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off-white whip, need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. Roll like that, and we're back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base. How I can never act. Been trying to stack up racks on racks. Boys in the back wearing all black, staying on track. Better chef, show you gun, and that's on me. Out here getting this beef, you work for the devil, better retreat. Coming too icy, come too clean, could never move shady, ain't no feed.
Shotgun, London, what's the outcome? You know, I'm a madman, just can't stick to the program. Raise up the heat, keeping the tension, shifting the gear to a different dimension. Red light, speed up, take off. Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off-white whip, need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. What? Roll like that, and we're back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Contemplating all of my goals. Look, will I fold or will I chase them? I got adversity, two options. I can handle it purposefully or I can let it murder me. But sign up for war, point out the target, show me the giants. Hold your applause, just getting started, sending the lions. Ambition ain't for the weak, I see it before I speak. Ready and willing, is you ready for me?
With or without your end, you try to make me stay. Now there's nothing you can say, cause I'm flying away. With or without my sails, you try to make me stay. Now there's nothing you can say, but I'm flying away.
Now I ain't looking for handouts, I'm looking to stand out. Got the vision coming, watch how it pans out. I've been writing my plans down, trying to stay focused, put out the notice. Who the goat is, me hands down, yeah. No time for arguments, I cut out the politics, no. It's all my competence, I could cause your apocalypse. Ambition, it ain't for the weak, get it even when I sleep. Ready and willing, what you ready to say?
But I'm flying away. With or without your end, you try to make me stay. Now there's nothing you can say, cause I'm
when it's midnight, keeping it tight. If it wanna go to war, it can get dark, but we stay bright. Coming like a night, it's on sight. If it touch my sleeve, around there wanna disagree when it's clear that I'm speaking facts. Man like me, you know I'm proactive. Never gonna stop till I see the big man's on flats.
Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off-white whip, need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. Roll like that, and we're back to the base.
Back to the base. Been trying to stack up racks on racks. Boys in the back wearing all black, staying on track. Better chef shogun, and that's on me. Out here getting this beef, you work for the devil, better retreat. Coming too icy, coming too clean, could never move shady, ain't no fiend.
Shotgun, London, what's the outcome? You know, I'm a madman, just can't stick to the program. Raise up the heat, keeping the tension, shifting the gear to a different dimension. Red light, speed up, take off. Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. I'll fight with need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. What? Roll like that, and we're back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Only getting started when it's midnight, keeping it tight. If it wanna go to war, it can get dark, but we stay bright. Coming like a night, it's on sight. If it touch my speed, it's around there. Wanna disagree when it's clear that I'm speaking facts. Man like me, you know I'm proactive. Never gonna stop till I see the big man's on flats.
Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. I'll fight with need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. Roll like that, and we're back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base. How I can never act. Been trying to stack up racks on racks. Boys in the back wearing all black, staying on track. Better chef shogun, and that's on me. Out here getting this beef, you work for the devil, better retreat. Coming too icy, coming too clean, could never move shady, ain't no fiend.
Shotgun, London, what's the outcome? You know, I'm a madman, just can't stick to the program. Raise up the heat, keeping the tension, shifting the gear to a different dimension. Red light, speed up, take off. Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. I'll fight with need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. What? Roll like that, and we're back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Back to the base. Only getting started when it's midnight, keeping it tight. If a nigga wanna go to war, it can get dark, but we stay bright. Coming like a night, it's on sight. If it touch my speed, niggas around there wanna disagree when it's clear that I'm speaking facts. Man like me, you know I'm proactive. Never gonna stop till I see the big man's on flats.
Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. I'll fight with need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. Roll like that, and we're back to the base.
Back to the base. tryna stack up racks on racks. Boys in the back wearing all black, staying on track. Better chef, show you gun, and that's on me. Out here getting this beat, if you work for the devil, better retreat. Coming too icy, coming too clean, could never move shady, ain't no feel.
Shotgun, London, what's the outcome? You know, I'm a madman, just can't stick to the program. Raise up the heat, keeping the tension, shifting the gear to a different dimension. Red light, speed up, take off. Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. I'll fight with need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace. What? Throw like that, I'm back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Back to the base.
Yo.
Esports World Cup 2025 was electric. Throughout 7 weeks of competition, we watched 25 incredible tournaments. The best games played by the best teams. Over 2,500 players and team staff competing from all around the world, looking to fulfill their goal of lifting the trophy and securing their slice of the life-changing $70 million prize pool. And in the end, there was one club to triumph over them all. One club to rise above the rest. One EWC club champion. We lit up 8 festival venues and 4 arenas. That's the size of 9 football pitches filled with pure competition, pure emotion, and pure entertainment. We welcomed 3 million visitors onto the Riyadh Boulevard, including dozens of world-class musicians, athletes, and creators, all coming together to tell their stories and celebrate their passion for gaming. Our newest addition, the wildly successful Content Creator Park, was home to over 30 main stage shows put on by local content creators from across the MENA region. We had more than 50 partners providing spectacular activations and experiences for players and fans alike. These activations featured over 800,000 pieces of content shared by fans, teams, and the EWC. We broke records with over 8 billion impressions and 2 billion video views across all EWC social media channels. Our broadcasts were popping off. We had a 63% increase in live viewership on Mobile Legends Bang Bang and a staggering 182% increase for Honor of King, giving the Esports World Cup its highest viewership to date. Our esports arenas sold out. We filmed them with hundreds of thousands of roaring fans, including 2,000 of the most dedicated supporters coming from our Super Fans program who came to Riyadh to cheer on their favorite teams. And all that sound, it certainly attracted the world's attention. We had more than 4,000 media outlets covering all the action on site and broadcasting the EWC around the globe. Esports World Cup 2025 was bigger, louder, and even more unforgettable. EWC embodies everything we love about gaming and esports. And celebrating those who proved they are the best in the world and pushed themselves to rise above.
Massive, isn't it? I mean, when have you ever seen an event of this size done on such a massive scale for gaming?
EWC 2025 kicked off on week 1, crowning champions in Valorant, Rensport, Apex Legends, and Fatal Fury.
For the first time ever, Valorant at the Esports World Cup.
First big surprise from the group stage was G2 Esports being eliminated. After some regional kills, the finals were an all-European affair.
Fnatic, but they haven't been punished most of the time.
It looked like the day would be over quickly, only for Team Heretics to bounce back and become the first EWC Valorant champion.
Heretics have come back all the way!
Finally, we won. Finally.
Another game making its debut this year is Fatal Fury. The tournament featured some of the biggest names in the fighting game community, one of whom is the winner of last year's Street Fighter tournament, Shanghai. The only story that everyone was following was Shanghai making a run to the front.
Do it, man.
Defeating every big name in his way until the finals.
No! Not Ram! Pop it off!
Koichi was too difficult an opponent to overcome and was crowned the first ever Fatal Fury champion. Changing gears to sim racing with Rensport. Vitality narrowly avoided an early elimination to make the finals with VP and Redline. The overall team performance of Redline was uncatchable. They secured their first tournament win and became the first ever back-to-back champions.
I see a lot of parallels between skateboarding and gaming. When you were playing games as a kid, I'm sure most parents were like, it's eating into your homework or your social life. And then now it's a huge industry.
The first Battle Royale of EWC 2025 was Apex Legends. The finals were a close fought affair, going to 9 games and having so many teams on match point. However, VK Gaming from the Asia Pacific region took the victory, stunning the entire Apex Legends scene.
They are your
champions of the ALGS mid-season playoffs at the 2025 Esports World Cup.
The kings of League of Legends were back in Riyadh, and the world held its breath. T1 led by the legendary Faker, and Gen G with their superstar mid laner Chovy. But just when the bracket promised a dream final, the underdogs AGAL stunned the arena.
The title defenders will not return,
knocking T1 out in the semis. And at the top, after going up 2-0, their opponents forced the 2-2, and it came down to a final map, which Gen G dominated.
And made themselves the EWC winners.
Free Fire started with 18 teams. VP, Falcons, AGAL, Vitality, to name just a few, hoping to secure the 1,000 championship points. Not one of them managed it, however. Instead, EVOS Esports took the title with superstar 16-year-old phenom, Russia.
I think esports is growing every year now because everyone is watching it. The technology gets better and better, the games get better and better. So I feel it's a big future coming ahead.
The only women's tournament at EWC was Mobile Legends Bang Bang Women's Invitational. A big surprise was the first Western players from Gaming Gladiators taking down the defending champions. However, no one was even able to challenge the true queens of MLBB. Team Vitality did not drop a single game on the way to the title.
Shots of Sayori Aria trying to keep it together, but another's gonna fall. They carry the weight of last year's loss. They turn pain into purpose and left no soul unconvinced of their reign.
While many strong teams took part in Dota 2, the defending champions fell in the quarterfinals, and the two teams that made finals were Falcons and Spirit, with Falcons scraping their ways to the final.
Heal out from Laurel. Another team wipe for Spirit.
Only to get destroyed. Team Spirit dominated the final. Every series was a clean sweep, including taking down last year's champions.
Make some noise for your Dota 2 of the Esports World Cup 2025 champions!
The misconception, I guess I would say, is that we're a bunch of nerds, or these guys are just a bunch of geeks who sit on their couch and play video games. And they're not totally wrong. We are nerds, let's not lie. But there is a technical prowess. When you break that down, it's like 7 actions a second. So each second for a 30-minute game, your fingers are moving 7 actions. It's like a piano concerto. So that type of skill level, I would call them athlete artists in some way.
Black Ops 6 group stages saw fan favorites FaZe eliminated, along with club championship monsters Falcons and Cloud9. Every series until finals on Championship Sunday went to 5 games, and just when you thought it couldn't get more intense, Optic Gaming closed the weekend out with an incredible 4-0 sweep to be crowned the champions.
It's a surreal feeling. You know, we were on a really, really downward path, and to win the biggest events, the back-to-back, I'm honestly grateful, truly.
This year's StarCraft 2 tournament had more twists and turns than a roller coaster, with just as much excitement. The bracket was set for a rematch of 2024's final between Clem and Cyril, only for Clem to go crashing out brutally. Cyril had a close call in the quarterfinals, nearly losing the series on the final map, but from there was able to pick up commanding wins on the way to his championship.
There is no denying it.
Honor of Kings featured 18 elite teams battling for the title and a share of $3 million prize pool. 2 of the strongest contenders came from China. Twisted Minds stunned fans by defeating Pause Gaming in a gripping best-of-7 series. Ultimately, the fan favorites, AGAL International, secure the HOK Champions title and walk away with an extra 1,000 club championship points in their pockets.
成为冠军，把属于我们的冠军奖杯刻在EWC的上面，觉得自己站在了世界之顶。
This setup and like the atmosphere. This is better than literally nearly every tennis tournament we have. I've had more fun here than I've had in the last 5 years on a tennis. Like, I'm not joking. I have such a passion in gaming. You know, most of my relationships that I've met and my best friends in the world are from the gaming world. You know, I hang out with them now, and I just feel like the community is so organic and it's so natural, it's authentic.
Esports are relatively new, and chess has existed kind of long before that, but most of chess worldwide is going online. So I'm very happy to be partnering with the EWC and to kind of be part of that from the start. I've wanted to get chess kind of more into that space, especially when it comes to faster chess, because chess, I think, is built for this kind of arenas.
For the first time in the Esports World Cup history, chess is here!
Chess made its debut at the Esports World Cup. All eyes were on Team Liquid's Magnus Carlsen, the undisputed world #1, as he faced off against Falcons Alireza and Hikaru in a showdown fans had been dreaming of. He first outmaneuvered Hikaru in a nail-biting series that came down to Armageddon.
And Hikaru gets ready to resign. Checkmate incoming. It's going to end here and now.
GG Magnus Carlsen.
You know, I got my bow and arrow ready. I've shot one falcon. I want to shoot one more tomorrow.
Then delivered a masterclass in the finals, making quick work of Alireza. Magnus didn't just win, he made a statement.
This, the C pawn now forcing its way through. We're going to see the final moves of the tournament.
Magnus Carlsen takes the victory. He wins game, set, and match.
PUBG Mobile united 24 of the world's best clubs in a high-stakes clash for the championship. With the title up for grabs, the grand final stretched across 3 grueling days and 18 matches. Yangon Galacticos came in hot, dominating early and threatening to end it all with one last winner-winner chicken dinner. But Weibo Gaming surged late, climbing to second and forcing the fight to the final round. In the end, Yangon Galacticos held strong and claimed the crown, the new PUBG Mobile champions.
Of course, the narrative has to go to Yangon Galacticos, the winners of PMWC 2025.
The Mobile Legends Bang Bang Mid-Season Cup opened with shocks from the very start. Both Onyx rosters stomped through the early rounds, dominating all challenges until the semi-finals, where both runs came to a sudden halt. In the end, it was Team Liquid who rose above. They dismantled SRG in the finals and marched on to claim their second title of the week, cementing their status as the team to beat.
Feeling really happy right now because I got my only missing trophy, the MC.
The Overwatch 2 Mid-Season Championship at the EWC delivered a storyline worthy of legends. Defending EWC champions Crazy Raccoon came in as the team to beat until Twisted Minds flipped the script. The semi-finals became a home turf battle with 3 Saudi teams, Twisted Minds, Al Qadsiya, and Falcons, facing off against Korea's T1, the last international contender standing. The bracket guaranteed a Saudi finalist, and the energy inside the arena reached fever pitch.
저희가 팀 8분 소속이다 보니까 이제 사우디 홈에서 열리는 큰 대회이다 보니까 약간 더 특별한 것 같아요, 다른 팀보다.
Falcons rose to the moment. They claimed their first ever EWC title in Overwatch 2.
그 순간에 솔직히 좀 딱 마지막 됐을 때 좀 긴장 풀고 뭔가 와 해냈구나 드디어.
Football, both on the pitch and on the controller, took center stage at EWC this week. The EA Sports FC25 competition brought together some of the strongest players on the planet, while the festival buzzed with football-themed activations, including the Kings League MENA presentation on August 10th, making the competition's regional debut, where founder Gerard Piqué unveiled new teams and club presidents. The highlight came on August 9th when Ronaldo Nazario and Kaká, 2 icons of the game, faced off in a special show match before the quarterfinals. Kaká claimed the win and in true EWC fashion crushed Ronaldo's key, a moment that blended football history with the unique spectacle of the Esports World Cup. EA Sports FC25 delivered a phenomenal weekend of competition. The weekend belonged to Team Liquid, who placed 2 players in the semi-finals. While Levy fell short of the final, Manu Bashore powered through, winning his second FC Pro World Championship and securing Team Liquid's 3rd game victory at EWC 2025. Rainbow Six Siege X opened with a shock. Pre-tournament favorites and reigning 2024 champions Team Falcons were eliminated in groups. The Cinderella story belonged to G2 Esports and their breakout star Stompin. They knocked out heavyweights like FaZe, NIP and Furia and battled their way to the finals. On the other side, Team Secret delivered under pressure, setting up an all-European showdown. They took charge of the finals, shutting down G2's dream run to secure the Rainbow Six Siege X Championship.
Siege's best-kept secret become champions, underdogs that remain undefeated.
Warzone's group stage went exactly as expected. Falcons topped the charts as the #1 seed, but this year, Virtus Pro and Twisted Minds kept the pressure high. The match point finals flipped the script, however. After Game 6, VP and Team Vision began to fade, opening the door for a Falcons comeback. After 11 tense games, 3 teams had a shot in the final zone, but it was Twisted Minds who held their nerve, sealing their first ever EWC title.
Since I was a kid, I've always loved games, and it's something that, for me, is very different to my life that I live, which is driving and racing. It's very relaxing, but also just enjoyable, stimulating at the same time. You know, it's a similar mindset. It's competitive. You want to win. You hate losing.
Tekken 8 lit up the Amazon arena with 32 of the best fighters from around the globe. But this time, the story was different. Because by the end of group, 6 of the 8 qualified players were from South Korea. The top 16 was stacked with favorites like defending champion Ulsan, Arslan Ash, John Ding and Nee. The bracket led towards a final where Ulsan would defend his title against Lohai. And I'll let Tasty Steve tell you what that means.
And that's what you like to see. He said he wanted somebody to beat him. It turns out it was nobody. But man, did Lohai put up a fight. And the fight's gonna go to Ulsan, your 2-time, not 1-time, EWC champion.
Teamfight Tactics delivered shock after shock, with powerhouse clubs like Falcons, Team Liquid, Twisted Minds, and Vitality crashing out in groups. The underdog story came from Virtus Pro, who stunned the 2024 champions Wolves and then favorites T1 to reach the finals. But the dream stopped there. Weibo Gaming, undefeated in groups and dominant throughout the bracket, closed it out with authority, scoring 1,000 club championship points and denying VP their first ever EWC title.
Never took home an international trophy for their region. They're going to do it today.
PUBG's group stage highlighted Rock, Theraton 5, and AGAL, but none carried that form into the finals. Day 1 belonged to Virtus Pro, only for them to collapse on day 2. That opened the door for Twisted Minds, who dominated the final stretch and secured their second championship title of the season. Rocket League carried massive weight for the club championship, and the pressure showed. Defending champions Team Vitality, Team Falcons, and superstar French roster Carmen Corps all stormed into the semi-finals, setting up a clash of giants. But the story turned when GK stunned Vitality in a nail-biting series that went the distance. In the end, Carmen Corps and Falcons both delivered dominant wins, reshaping the club championship race in the process. Week 7 brought the grand finale of the Esports World Cup 2025. 48 of the best players in the world entered Street Fighter 6 with big names like Mena RD, Goichi and Big Bird to name a few. Defending champion Xiaohai nearly fell in his opener against Punk, surviving a premature celebration.
What a way to steal it! The charge, the CA on deck as well. Punk is confident that that's it. He's standing up, he's celebrating. It is going to be 3-2, not yet. He has to play still.
To turn the match around. From there, the bracket narrowed to an East vs West showdown. China's Xiaohai vs Chile's Blaz in the grand finals. And it went the distance. Final game, final round.
Survey says Xiaohai, repeated champion.
Before Xiaohai defended his crown to become the back-to-back Street Fighter 6 champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, back to back, the kid has arrived.
Crossfire lit up the stage as the playoffs unfolded. Baisha Gaming stumbled early against fellow Chinese squad Evolution Power, but battled back to reach the final and making history of their own, with Chinese teams once again proving their dominance.
They are waiting to claim it. They will take their thrones.
Powerhouse AGAL claimed the championship, cementing themselves as the team to beat.
In 2025, we witnessed the closest race to become the club champion in Esports World Cup history, with 3 clubs battling neck and neck throughout. Team Falcons, Team Liquid, and Team Vitality. The competition was fierce, with each club rising above the rest to claim victory in at least one individual game title and making themselves eligible to win the coveted Esports World Cup Club Championship trophy. Vitality made it off the line first, claiming the top spot in Week 2 and fending off a strong AGAL as the competition started heating up. But it was in Week 4 where we saw massive changes as Team Liquid began to make their mark, jumping a staggering 5 places in a single day to take the top spot. But even that strong of a performance wasn't enough to stop Team Falcons, who only a day later dethroned Liquid to claim the first place for themselves. The two teams continued to clash in Week 5, and after another huge win for Liquid, they found themselves back in pole position and holding strong for another week. But with Week 6 came the turning point, and after late surges from Virtus Pro and Twisted Minds, it was Team Falcons who topped the table at the end of play once more. But as Week 7 began to unfold, and with Crossfire being dominated by strong Chinese clubs, both Falcons and Liquid rosters were eliminated early, both without scoring any points. With the standings remaining unchanged, all eyes were on Counter-Strike 2 as the final game that would potentially decide the whole club championship. And with all 3 frontrunners fielding a roster in the legendary title, everything was still to play for. That was until Team Liquid's Street Fighter 6 representative Nephew fell in his group stage decider game to Takedo, eliminating him from the competition and making it mathematically impossible for Liquid to catch up to Falcons, securing them to back-to-back and being once again crowned as the club champions.
Falcons break the ties and find, ascending from the LCQ to become your mid-season champions.
It's all over. It's a 2-0 for Falcons. They're going to the finals.
Team Falcons soaring here and in front of the hometown crowd.
Team Falcons lock in third place at Rocket League at the Esports World Cup.
They get it done here in Riyadh.
Riyadh has been the home of the Falcons for years.
And now, with the dust settling in Riyadh, Team Falcons have been proven to be the best club in the world once more. With another club championship shining bright in their trophy cabinet, one question echoes louder than ever. Can anyone take them down? The road to EWC 2026 begins now.
Welcome to EWC Spotlight. After 7 incredible weeks, all the battles conclude tonight. We'll bring you the action from the Counter-Strike 2 and the Street Fighter 6 finals. Plus, we'll finally get to crown our club champions for 2025, Team Falcons. Well, you can see Riyadh is ready, the fans are ready. Let's get this final show underway.
to become your mid-season champions.
Make some noise for the winners of the ALGS mid-season playoffs at the 2025 Esports World Cup.
He will write himself into the history books as a two-time world champion.
Its way through, we're going to see the final move of the tournament. Magnus Carlsen takes the victory. Game, set, and match.
They do it!
Team Falcons! Before we get into any chat here on the sofa, we're getting straight into yesterday's Street Fighter 6 final. The defending champion Zhao Hai is up against Blaz for the trophy and the pretty sum of $250,000. Well, our reporter, she's here with us, Emra Hunter, has the story for us.
After 4 grueling days, the moment that we've all been waiting for is finally here, the epic finale for Street Fighter J Chenzo. What a matchup we have in store. On one hand, a 15-year-old against an absolute legend who's looking to make it back-to-back wins at the EWC. What can we expect?
I mean, honestly, like, even me, just like my expert opinion, I don't know who to expect to win here, because I mean, Blaz has just been absolutely just destroying his opponents right now, and you know, he's got that young reactions and everything, but you know, it's really hard for me to say at this point. But Zhao Hai, he's back in grand finals. In the fighting game community, it's generally very hard to win the same event back to back. It happens very rarely, and Zhao Hai is actually here to be able to do it again. I think that's incredible.
He's here to do it again and to make a very big statement very quickly. The fact that from 48 players down to 2, one of them is such a young teenager. It's a remarkable story, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, to be able to have someone this young to play is great for our community as well. You know, at one point in time, I was always like, where's all the new young kids? And now we're getting them, you know, all over the place. And one of the reasons why is because, you know, parents who played are now getting their kids to play. And so it's just such a wonderful thing. We've seen this a lot, and it gets me emotional when I think about it. So
I love it. From one generation to the next within families, passing the baton down, and perhaps even Zhao Hai passing the baton down to the next young generation. We'll stick around to find out more, because this is one finale you do not want to miss.
Gotta watch out. You gotta have purpose behind the stand medium, man. Wow. If you would have sure you could after that, what an option just to stop him from the shadow rise. That was so clean.
Makes sense.
Punish. Back pitch. What's it gonna be on the drive rush? Looking for the shimmy. We're gonna let it pop, and then we're gonna advance for more offense.
Damn.
Saw how Blaz became the wall. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna take it to you. This is what you want? Boom. Let me block. Into the level 3. Damn.
Jesus, that was sick.
Expedited W there, Vicious. Holy smokes. Okay, Blaz, you ain't playing no games. Oh, like that. Let's go, the jump back. Okay, trying to snipe out the scissor kick early. Zhao Hai's not giving it to him. Even the standing fizz. Uh-oh. Into the level 3, I would.
Oh, not gonna do it just yet. Letting the bomb do the talking. I don't mind that. Back-to-back throws. The backdash didn't really get to punish that.
It was meaty enough for Zhao Hai to recover time. Oh my God, he's dead. He went for the overhead again. I swear, that is the Blaz special. You see him laughing because he is consistently landing it. Nobody has caught on yet. What a way to steal it.
Maybe there's enough of a gap to force a level 1, and the fireball would stop the level 1.
Okay, into the level 2. Yo, bro. Are we playing a 2-player game here? What's up? Oh my God. And we in the range for the fireball. What the hell can Zhao Hai do? React to a fireball with level 2, sure, but you're gonna need the cast to close it out. Okay. No.
Punish!
Wow.
Committing to the sweep is Zhao Hai. Blaz looking rather comfortable.
I don't know if Ryu is a big fan of handball with that combo.
I'd assume he would be. Oh my God! DI calling out the fireball. It was a matter of time before somebody got caught slipping with that projectile, right?
Don't whiff. Oh wow, okay, he checked the overhead. Oh Lord have mercy. Why do I feel there's gonna be another scenario where he hits some drive rush into an overhead reset? I just feel like that's just gonna be the theme here, so we'll see. Nice. Zhao Hai with a strong answer back. This is not gonna be easy, young lad. That's how you know he wants in, man. Look at that, hitting those fake buttons. He's fighting buttons from Zhao Hai, but I like that he's just throwing raw fans to throw him off a little bit. Into the level 3, I agree, I concur. Put him in that burnout state immediately. Go, we're gonna get a range in that stand fierce, let's see. Nice and patient, nice and easy. There it is.
And the immediate perfect and rebuttal from Blaz. Doesn't want to get burnt out yet, but he's about to be. Hence why he's jumping around the fans. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. No, he actually gets the burnout. Xiaohai seals game number 2 on his side.
Oh my God. Slowly but surely. Oh, Blaz needs his one hit. Okay, that just increased Xiaohai's survival rate. He does have those stocks. Oh, nice whip punish. Damn!
Back to back.
There
no
you go.
way, you're not dead off of this.
Not at all, but you know what? We get a nice lead to do so. Wow.
I couldn't tell you what the hell that was. I'm not gonna lie.
But what we do know is it's a tie game. Look at this excellence from both of these guys. They got characters to pick.
Completely unfazed after that big comeback from Xiaohai. And now we get the enhanced Tatsu as the punish counter. Hella damage incoming. Give me the Jinrai uppercut.
Oh, looking for the shimmy, the jab choice from Xiaohai. Oh my God, no text in the corner. No text, no referees in sight, please. Okay. Ooh. That's a mix-up, that should be 4. No one hit away, the throw. Oh my God, 4-3, championship point for Blaz. We are trying to make history here.
3 bars from the side of Xiaohai, trying to pepper in the... Okay, actually let him out of the corner for free. A little bit of a mishap.
Big error. Whoa! That was a brain fart and a half. I'm not too sure what Blaz was trying to do there, but input error indeed. Oh, wow. First one he busts out with.
I think that's what he wanted the first time.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Right. Nice. What a reaction. Are you serious? Putting yourself in burnout. You got to be careful here, Xiaohai. Nice. Lay it off as to sneak in that throw. Oh, baby! Remember the name. That is Xiaohai. You heard what Justice said. He reacts to everything.
As long as it's a clean hit into a DRC, you know they're going to have full advantage. That's one. Blaz, how do you continue on after with this mix? Forward throw.
Oh my God, he got to guess again. That's another throw. No, he had to bust out the respect there for Xiaohai. He had to do it. The trade on his side. Is he going to do the immediate level 3? And is it enough? It's the question. The survey says Xiaohai, repeated champion. What's it going to be? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Back to back. The kid has arrived. The long road ahead of him. He did it. The first ever 2-time EWC Street Fighter 6 champion. Show some love to Xiaohai.
Well, he definitely had a lot of love in the arena last night, and I want a lot of love on the sofa because we have a full spotlight team tonight as well. I absolutely love that. The first time Ian James is back, Huncho Stan is with us, and Semra Hunter as well. Welcome, all 3 of you.
Thank you.
Happy to be here once again.
Got a full squad.
Full squad.
We're lobbied up, ready to go.
First time, it's brilliant. And for the climax of 7 weeks of action as well. I can't believe how quick it's gone. I say that because I've actually only been here for 5 weeks. Huncho the same. Semra about 4 weeks. This man's been here the entire hog, 7 weeks. How are you feeling? Are you tired?
You could call me an OG, you know? I'm a little bit tired. But how can you be? It's Championship Sunday, but it's the last Championship Sunday, the culmination of it all. So yeah, I'm buzzing to be here.
Yeah, I mean, Semra, just looking behind you, you've been to many different footballing finals and events. How does this compare?
Honestly, it still blows my mind. Even though every single day I'm seeing the same thing, it's something I'm not really used to, something I haven't seen before. Yes, football obviously is quite spectacular, and more so each and every year in the way that they celebrate the big finales, especially in the Champions League and at the World Cup and at the Euros. But this is like next level. This is something totally different, and I'm absolutely loving it because it is such a new experience for me.
It's unreal, isn't it?
It is.
It's like, especially for you, you've been able to go and see the casters, be so close to the arenas all the time. Like from a spectator point of view, just walking around as like a casual person, anyone can have a good time here. It's incredible.
If you think that this is next level, wait until you see what's coming up in this show. The culmination of the Esports World Cup. We're doing it different.
Yeah, we've got a closing ceremony to look forward to later on. But I actually just want to go a little bit further back to Street Fighter because I want to talk a little bit about Xiaohai. Because Semra, you're obviously in there watching it. He's got a pretty fabulous story, hasn't he?
He has a beautiful story, I think. And I think what I loved was while I was standing off to the side of the stage, I had a perfect line of vision to his wife. And I feel like she was the perfect embodiment of his story and what his presence at this tournament actually represents. And I'm sure you guys saw a little bit of it in the video there. I mean, she was like covering her face. She was so nervous. She was so stressed out. It looked like she was about to break out and cry at any moment. And the reason being, of course, is that for the last year since he won, all of his critics have come out and said, you know, you're too old. You're not going to be able to do it again. It's, you know, hand over the baton to the younger generations, to the younger talents, to the up-and-coming stars. And he was like, you know what? No, I'm not over the hill. I still have some game left in me. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do it again. Yeah. And that's exactly what he did.
I mean, it's crazy. 36 years of age. And I think what's even more impressive with the story that Semra's just told is the fact that he was here in week 1 in Fatal Fury and he went all the way to the final and he got knocked out.
Well, what he's done is he's gone away from that. He's probably had sleepless nights thinking about that loss and it's driven him. It's lit a fire underneath him. He knew that this week was coming. And he knew that he couldn't let that happen again. And shout out to his wife in the crowd who you just mentioned. Sheila being an absolute pillar of support for him, I imagine, hyping him up, making sure that next time he got the job done. And this is what traditional sports are all about. It's about the setback and then the comeback.
And actually to that end, I just want to say one quick thing here is the fact that afterwards on the stage when he was talking about, you talk about that drive and momentum, you could see it in his eyes. I mean, he really was hungry and thirsty for a chance to really prove himself, but she was actually kind of considering not coming this year. And he said, actually, you are always my shining star. You're my lucky star. So he convinced her to come. And it really was having that stability next to him this entire time that I think gave him that extra edge, that extra advantage and nice little ingredient.
I mean, it's both a sports story and a human interest story as well. It's beautiful, and that we've had so many of those stories throughout the 7 weeks, and hopefully we'll delve into a few of our favourites as well over the course of the show. But we had one massive final yesterday. Let's go to another now and focus on Counter-Strike. It's the Mongols taking on Aurora for the top spot. We joined at map 3 with the Mongols taking a 2-love lead, and can they take the crown in this one?
It's the force buy from Aurora. This force begins the downward spiral at the tail end of this final. If they don't find success here, it is forces till the end of play. And so this truly is the last chance for Aurora. Force swung wide. Blitz with the cover. Blitz with 3. What? He does so well to get out.
Why?
With this much of a home advantage for the squad now in this retake. Just Wakadia left, and overwhelming odds stacked against him. Senzu just can't set a foot wrong in this game. Been a part of so many of those 2v4s, 2v5s, approaching 30 kills deep in a dominant and harrowing map of Nuke.
And we've seen some stomps this year. We've seen some BO5s that have gone one-sided, but we have not seen a capitulation quite like this from Aurora to go head-to-head, band for band in that first map, and then to just evaporate from the series here on Nuke. Never a point they were in it, never a round felt safe. So many clutches, so many disadvantages, and Mongols sit 11-4, facing those forces again and again until they take that trophy.
And all year, the Mongols have been telling themselves it's just a matter of time, and that could not be truer than right now. Two rounds away from finally getting their hands on an S-tier trophy. As mentioned, for Aurora, it's forces from now to the end of the game. The options will never get better. The playbook keeps getting more and more restricted. The odds so stacked against them. Another clean sweep of a round here from the Mongols on their sprint to the finish line. This is a team that have been dealt their fair share of crushing blows. It's about time they dealt one the other way, as finally the stars align. We're a team not defined by 1 or 2 stars, but a strong unit, faith in each other. They are all performing at a high level, and they have been throughout this entire final.
And then to throw the bow of Senzu, 24-6, right on top. This is the start, if there ever were to be one. One by one, Aurora go through. They meet their maker, they meet their match. They meet a 3-0 final.
And I mean, this end, it just feels like destiny being realized. It's rare that it feels this on rails in the final. But Aurora have been able to tell for some time what was happening, that today did not belong to them. It's the Mongols looking for this crushing blow. Finally, to place their hands on a well-earned trophy. 1 kill from it, and there it is. The Mongols, clean sweep in the final. It's not even close, come map 3. From the humble beginnings of LAN cafes in Ulaanbaatar to some of the biggest stages in the world. Friends from the beginning and champions by the end.
It was an absolute demolition job. The Mongols, the pride of Mongolia, and you can see here it reminds me of like England at the World Cup or wherever you're watching, and it shows you the fans back home supporting their team, and they have put Mongolia on the map for CS2, and they have done their region proud. What a massive win, and like I said, they absolutely clapped their opponents. It was light work. 3-0.
Thousands of fans in Mongolia turning out just to witness that special occasion. Well, we have a new guest on the sofa now as well, the co-owner of FaZe. We've got FaZe Rug joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Welcome.
I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yeah.
You have joined at the best time. This is the grand finale. You couldn't pick a better day.
100%. I'm super blessed to be here. First time in Saudi Arabia, first time at the Esports World Cup. It's actually a crazy turnout.
Yeah, and obviously today we get to crown our club champions. Team Falcon,
Yup.
They are a local side from Saudi Arabia. That's why, if you look behind you, you can see so many fans because they'll come here
It's about to go down.
to Champions Square and lift the trophy on here in about, I'm not going to say too specific, maybe half an hour to an hour's time.
I didn't even realize the fans behind us.
I was going to say they've actually come to see you, Rug, but you know,
That's crazy.
I have actually heard a rumor that Cristiano Ronaldo is here tonight.
Oh my
How
gosh.
much of it? Is it a rumor or is it something that actually might happen?
I can reveal that he's here.
Okay.
He's here?
He's arrived.
Oh.
CR7 is somewhere on the boulevard. In fact, here he is right now, walking as only as this man can walk.
Oh my God.
straight in from Hong Kong as well, right? I mean, just to be here.
They
Brilliant.
bring out
That
the
is
biggest names here. This is what it means to have the Esports World Cup here in Saudi Arabia. They bring the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, who of course does live here now as well, but it's great to have him as one of the global ambassadors.
That's incredible. Yeah, I was going to say he's an ambassador, right? For 2025, or was it for last year as well?
No, just for this year, as well as Magnus Carlsen, the Grandmaster at chess. He won the chess tournament a couple of weeks ago now. Chess, if you didn't know, made its debut here, and everyone absolutely loved it. I don't know if you knew that, but chess is now at the Esports World Cup.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
How many sports in total, or games in total, are there now?
25.
25.
There's a
Wow.
lot.
Isn't it crazy like how much it's expanded? Like I remember when I started gaming back in, my whole life, but when I took it serious back in 2012, everyone was like gaming for a living.
And now he's sitting here like, I told you years ago
Yes.
that
like,
this was a serious thing.
The fact that I'm in Saudi Arabia for the Esports World Cup, and like I said, every corner I turned, I would see something new, and I'm like, wait, it just doesn't feel real, and it's cool.
And it's not just gaming for a living, it's gaming for a life-changing amount of money as well. Like some of these awards that these guys are going to win are going to change their lives forever.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, speaking of life-changing amounts of money, the club championship is now officially locked in when it comes to the standings. We already knew that Team Falcons locked in that #1 spot. That is why we have got huge, tremendous celebrations for them here tonight.
Wow.
But Vitality, Rich, were well and truly in the mix, and they had an opportunity to secure not only second place, but a further $1 million for their organization if they won the 3rd place match in CS2. But they couldn't get it done, so they lock in 3rd with Liquid coming on top.
Exactly right. Well, it is all wrapped up. Every single title has been completed. 25 and done. Well, next we turn our attention back to our club champions, Falcons, and find out how they managed to become back-to-back winners.
No competition is as ruthless as the Esports World Cup. Its trophy system is no exception. The Club Championship Trophy, awarded to the one club that rose above the rest and reigned supreme across all EWC games. The Game Trophy, when a competitor closes their eyes, it's all they see, and it's not complete until it's sealed with a champion's key. Every participant earns a key engraved with their name. That's their right to compete. This year, returning champions hold a key unlike any other. Only one can place their key into the Game Trophy and become an EWC champion. The frame of the champion's key is embedded into the totem, a stone marker of legacy displaying every champion of the year. The keys of the eliminated will be crushed. The champions select 3 broken keys as a personal token, a reminder of who they have humbled. Beneath the totem, a resin block holds the remaining keys, a graveyard of fallen contenders. Will your dreams be broken or your name carved in gold and stone? At EWC, nothing is granted, everything is earned.
We elevated the game with the Esports World Cup. The greatest players, the largest prize pool, the most ambitious esports event the world has ever seen. But we're not done yet. Now, we play for something more. For generations, sport has united people across nations. Nation versus nation. Heart versus heart. Esports claims its place on that stage. Let's run it. Showdown where the best compete for more than glory. They compete for their country. The next evolution of esports. This is the rise of a new rival. This is the Esports Nations Cup. Riyadh, November 2026.
Welcome back to Spotlight here in Riyadh on the final day of this year's Esports World Cup. Team Falcons were crowned the club champions on Thursday night, and in doing so, defend their title from 12 months ago. But exactly how did they manage to become the best esports team on the planet for not 1, but 2 years running? Let's find out.
What a stage it has been here in Riyadh. The Esports World Cup 2025 has brought together the biggest names in esports. The crowd, the energy, the intensity. This certainly has been a season that has redefined global competition, and at the very heart of it all has been Team Vitality, a team that has made their mark in Mobile Legends by storming their way to first place and in the process banking a full 1,000 points.
I want my team to be remembered as the most strongest female team in all esports game.
They carried the weight of last year's loss. They turned pain into purpose and left no soul unconvinced of their reign. They're completely undefeated. Team Vitality.
From From mobile arena to virtual pitch, EAFC 25 provided the platform for Team Vitality to collect another 750 points and to do so against their arch rivals Team Liquid, who just so happens, by the way, to be fronted by heavy hitter Manu Bachur, who put in an absolute masterclass to secure his side the top spot and 1,000 points.
After I lost last year, I really was my motivation to do it again. And maybe this year didn't look like it was going to happen, but I kept trusting myself. I kept fighting. Don't give up.
Harry Kane! Game, set, match! Team Liquid might have just found their next world champion!
And then came the chessboard, where legends of a different kind squared off against one another. Magnus Carlsen, representing Team Liquid, reminded us all why he's the very best of his generation. A first-place finish, 1,000 points, and a defining moment which pushed Team Liquid's tally even higher.
I want to win everything that's in front of me, and I also want to help my team win the championship.
Look at this, the Seaport now forcing its way through. We're going to see the final moves of the tournament.
Magnus Carlsen takes the victory. He wins game, set, and match.
If there was one team to make the Overwatch 2 stage their own, it was none other than Team Falcons. Ruthless coordination, relentless aggression, they absolutely dominated the competition to finish first place and to take 1,000 points. Team Liquid, for their efforts, they did, however, finish third and collect 500 points, but it was the Falcons who proved to be absolutely untouchable in Riyadh's Overwatch showdown.
This, folks, it's about as good as it gets for an Overwatch fan. No one doesn't like them. In we go, dive, Vortex in play, forcing Labda back, he'll emerge and now look to finish the job. Labda down to the drill rush, and Proper's not done. Checkmate flattened on the points, the yard getting played off to the side. It's anemic, it's not enough from Alcancia, not even close, not by half, and through wing and pinion. Falcons break the ties and bind, ascending from the LCQ to become your mid-season champions.
What an absolutely incredible and unforgettable 7 weeks this has been. Congratulations once more to your reigning champions who have done it again. Back-to-back winners, Team Falcons, as this year's Esports World Cup champions.
I mean, a huge congratulations. That was decided on Thursday night, remember. Last year, though, they wrapped it up in week 5, so it was much more difficult for them this year. They were pushed all the way. Rug, obviously, you're a team owner. FaZe,
Yep.
Are you not going, I want a piece of this now, that $7 million? How do I get my team really invested for next year?
It's motivating, for sure. It's something that we're going to take notes from. And we're going to work hard. And, you know, you take some losses in life. And, you know, this year wasn't our year, but we're going to come back next year stronger for sure.
I feel like never before in the space of 7 weeks have we witnessed so much heartbreak and so much triumph.
Right.
Yeah, all just like crammed into such a short period of time. And I feel like a lot of the teams, like yourself watching along here, especially, you know, all the adulation and the celebration of our club champions here just behind us tonight, all of the teams are going to watch this, Hunter, and be like, that's got to be me next year.
100%.
Like, the motivation is unreal. Like, you think about how many teams are here. Like you said, the prizes that are on the line, the level of competition. This is only going to continue to grow more and more. Like, this is going to get bigger and bigger, and I can't wait to see what's next for esports.
We're going to see you playing next year, I
Oh,
reckon.
what game?
What game?
Tekken.
Tekken. Maybe Tekken. Well, I have to be able to beat the crew first. Like, I've been losing to the crew lately, so I don't know. Maybe send the crew
You've got
instead of
12
me
months
right
to
now.
practice.
Good point.
What's crazy is how like comparable this is to like all the sports around the world. You know, like if an NBA team wins the finals, like all the other teams are like, I want that next year. Baseball World Series, same thing. Esports, same thing. It's crazy how much it's developed over the years.
And everything you mentioned there as well, they all have this grand ceremony at the end of the World Series, at the end of the World Cup. Any great sporting event has a great big ceremony at the end, and we are just a couple of minutes away as well from our great trophy presentation ceremony. It's happening about 100 meters away from us in the Amazon Esports Arena. It's going to be something special. There's a few special guests. Ian's already teed up one of them. Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be in there. But I don't know, actually. I know, see,
We have to
look
throw
at
that
his
in
face.
there.
He's just like, you can't
get
have to
over
wait.
it.
You have to wait with us, by the way. You have to wait in here. You
We can't
go
all
in
just
there.
go right now?
No, sorry,
Oh,
that's
okay.
not.
We
That's
can't
not
just
allowed.
sue over there right now.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like some actually sports events could learn a thing or two about what they're doing here with this trophy presentation, because it is pretty special.
It's very elevated, like more than you would think, you know? And yeah, like you said, like I feel like big sports don't even go as big and go all out as the Esports World Cup is right now.
And the other thing is, right, you come from a world of entertainment, you come from near Hollywood, let's say, from San Diego, you know what it's all about. And the crossover between the esports and the entertainment factor that we have here is just like something that we're not really used to seeing. It really is so incredible. And I think we're all about to have our minds blown by what we see in the ceremony.
100%. And this is back-to-back, right? Back-to-back champions.
What I love about it is we see lots of individual legends in esports. You know, you think of like Faker, for example, like legendary players, but legendary clubs, not so much. Whereas moments like this, I do think secure legacies, because you put in these teams and players and, you know, owners, club owners, whatever, on a platform that says, all right, these are the guys. And you never forget them because they're cemented in legacy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I remember my first week here. The first team I watched in person was Falcons, and I was completely taken away, and you can hear them now.
They're chanting.
But the chanting, the noise, I was like, whoa, man, it feels like I'm at a football game.
Yes.
Like, it's insane. You can hear them now.
Champions, everything.
I think it also helps with Team Falcons, the fact that their CEO and one of their co-founders is a former world champion himself in esports. So he won FIFA back in the day, EAFC, MS-DOSery. So, you know, the owner knows about winning and being a winner. So that's got to help when it comes to creating a winning team.
1000%. With the motivation, the fan base, the crowd, all of that stuff.
What do you think about the fact that we mentioned there 25 different titles, but esports, you know, we've become so accustomed to teams playing in their individual games, but playing for the badge is just a whole new element. And as an owner of a club yourself, what do you feel about that? Because it gets all of the players across the board on one page, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think, you know, I think, again, it's very just motivating, and I think there's always room for, like, different opportunities in this space. Like you said, like, chess was just added, right? And that is already something on our minds. It's like, oh, we should find some chess players, right? we should find all different players for all these different types of games. And, you know, like I said, next year for sure, I think we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back swinging, motivated, and it's gonna be great. Phase up.
That's a good
Phase
one.
up.
What's a game that you would like to see here at the Esports World Cup, or what is a game that you in particular would like to have FaZe more involved in the future?
So we have, you know, we have the Counter-Strike team, which is amazing, and I'm a huge Counter-Strike fan. Call of Duty is where we started. So you guys got all the games, you know what I mean? Like, is there any off the top of your guys' mind that
2K, man. I need to see 2K here, bro. 2K, David.
Hold up now.
That's a good shout.
Hold up now.
That's what I'm
2K
saying.
would be crazy,
Yeah.
and 2K26 is about to come out.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You get 2K out here, it's gonna be mad.
It's over. Wait, that's a good one.
Sign me up for FaZe Clan, bro. FaZe up. Sign me,
Are
bro.
you good at 2K?
Yeah, I'll play 2K.
Ooh, okay. We'll do a little recruitment challenge.
Let's go. Let's go. My guy.
Rug, when you're here as well, do you get so many ideas for different entertainment content, creating videos as well?
Oh, I'm already here filming a vlog on my phone. I'm like, so many different ideas, like talking to different people, getting inspiration from them. And yeah, like I said, every corner I turned, I'm like, oh, let me record that. Let me record that. And yeah, I'm gonna use this word. I use this word a lot, but it's motivating. Like, you know, like the sky's the limit with content, entertainment, and this right here is like a different level of it. You know, like, I don't know. We have, of course, in America, like LA, like we have the huge entertainment, Hollywood industry, all that stuff, but this takes it to a whole new level.
We've seen so many content creators and just stars of entertainment come and join us here, but also like take tours of the entire boulevard, meet the players, learn more about the esports industry as a whole.
Right.
And we're about to see, like we said, you know, the winning club here, walk the walk with Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a real crossover here, Huncho, when it comes to entertainment and esports, and it's just going to grow it even further.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're completely right. You're talking about sports and entertainment just coming in line with each other so much. Like, another thing a lot of people might not know is that in the first few weeks, there was like music artists performing like every single week. There was the games
Post
on.
Malone, right?
Yeah, kicked off with Post Malone. They had Quavo. They had Metro Boomin, the Black Eyed Peas. It was nuts, bro. Like, this is a real hotspot. Like, people could come for a whole week and have a whole holiday.
They go for 7 weeks.
7 weeks, have a whole holiday, see some concerts, go to the desert.
And you would think that it's at its peak right now, but it's just not. Like I said, sky's the limit, and I can't even imagine what's next.
Well, what's the thing that... I was just going to say, I mean, what's the one thing that's really kind of shocked you the most? Because you were just telling me you've only been here for about, what, 20 hours or something like that?
Yeah.
It must be a real shock to the system. So what is it that you've actually really kind of been impacted by the most so far?
The atmosphere. The buildings, like the architect, the technology, the fans, the supporters, like just everything that I wouldn't think of. I'm like, I wouldn't have thought to do that, but it's a great idea. And like I said earlier, like that really inspired me for even more content ideas. But I think even when I landed last night, I landed at night and it was just completely lit up. It was so cool.
And we also obviously are really bringing different worlds together, because obviously you're a content creator at your heart, and there are so many incredible content creators that we have seen, not just today, but from the last 7 weeks. And I guess that kind of brings the entertainment element here as well, and allows you guys to collaborate and really get invested in the Esports World Cup.
Exactly. Yeah, we've definitely made like a lot of connections while we're out here, and that's what it's all about, to expand. And I'm just excited for 2026. Is it going to be back here in Saudi, right?
It's even bigger and better.
Good.
Yeah, this is next year, and then we also have the Esports Nations Cup in November next year, when we say goodbye to the clubs and hello to the countries.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
National pride.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to get jumping in here,
Team
bro.
America.
Yeah,
Coming
Team
in
America.
hot.
And, my parents are from Iraq, Middle East.
There you go.
So you could go either way.
Exactly.
Semra, you asked there about like favorite moments from, I guess, since arriving here. You've been well and truly in the trenches and seeing everything that's been going on. As a traditional sports broadcaster yourself and now becoming part of the esports scene, what have been some of the key takeaways from your perspective?
You know what I've loved the most is the passion and the enthusiasm of the fans in the arena, and the fact that they are filled to the rafters. It doesn't matter what game it is, it doesn't matter what day it is, it doesn't matter what round it is. The people are there chanting away, supporting their team, supporting their favorite player. It's just immense, and I really love to see that, because these people, like you said, it's a lifestyle for them. I mean, they really live and breathe this.
It's mind-blowing. Like, again, like I knew it was big, but coming out here, seeing it with my own eyes is like different. Because again, I've been to a lot of sporting events, and it's not like this. It's so different, and it makes me happy, because like my core is like gaming. Like I started as a hardcore gamer, transitioned to like lifestyle content and stuff like that. But at my heart, my core is gaming.
There's also something nice maybe about being in its infancy. This is only year 2, and the fact that we're all starting this journey with everybody, with the fans, with the organisations, with the Esports World Cup. There's something quite nice and special about that, Huncho, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, think about the amount of opportunities this is opening up for people. Like, not just for people to work around the Esports World Cup, but also for like the gamers to have opportunities to elevate their careers, get into different things. Content Creator Park is here. Like, we brought cosplayers here. Like, it integrates into so many different cultures, and this alone has shown how much of a worldwide sport it is. So I'm not surprised the Esports Nations Cup is a thing, because it's only right.
Absolutely. And Brian, you touched on it there about how you've been an OG in the gaming world before it was cool. And I think, and you mentioned there about it being, not like traditional sports when it comes to the crowds and the enthusiasm, but a big part of it is the community feel, because I think a lot of gaming fans, when they come together, they love to be a part of something special as one.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a special event to be, and you can see that the trophy presentation ceremony is about to get underway, because after 7 fabulous weeks of competition, it is time for one last celebration here in Riyadh. It is time to join the celebrations now.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Saudi Arabia. Welcome to the Esports World Cup Trophy Ceremony. Introducing CEO of the Esports World Cup Foundation, Ralph Reichart. And to present the EWC Club Championship Trophy, Global Ambassador Cristiano Ronaldo.
Big thank you to our global ambassador, Cristiano Ronaldo. For bringing the Esports World Cup Club Championship Trophy to this stage. A symbol of greatness carried by one of the greatest athletes of all time. As Ronaldo's legacy has defined the world of football, tonight this trophy will honor the club defining a new era of esports. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, fans and friends from every corner in the world, welcome. Tonight is a culmination of 7 extraordinary weeks. Passion, determination at the highest level. Right here, right now, we stand at the heart of esports history. The Esports World Cup 2025 Trophy Awarding Ceremony. This year's competition brought together 2,000 of the world's best athletes, representing more than 100 nations, sold-out arenas, and more than 3 million visitors. Fans from all over the world making the journey to Riyadh, and growth of no less than 50% across all key metrics. This summer was more than an event. It was a global celebration of teamwork, ambition, and excellence. The club championship was decided by the narrowest of margins. Decisive battles across shooters, MOBAs, battle royales, and strategy games shaped the final standings. To our publishers, partners, sponsors, media, and the incredible teams working tirelessly behind the scenes, we sincerely thank you. And we would like to give a special thanks to the Crown Prince, Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Your Royal Highness, your vision for the future of esports has made this historic moment possible. And now let's take a moment to relive some of the highlights that brought us here. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. These are your finalists for the Esports World Cup 2025. In third place, Team Vitality. The French Giants brought fire to Riyadh with unforgettable runs across multiple titles, from Free Fire to Rensport to Women MLB. The Bees proved once again that they are a world-class contender. And in second place, Team Liquid. One of esports' most iconic names, Liquid secured 3 championships, a first in the Esports World Cup. They were crowned EAFC, MLBB champions, as well as taking the first EWC chess title. And in first place, your 2025 champions, Team Falcons. Saudi Arabia's local heroes and the defending champions, lifting the trophy for their home crowd once again. Their one top finish, decisive for their win, came in Overwatch. But it was the depth of their performance across shooters, strategy games, and beyond that carried them to victory. That determination cements their name in history, as they are crowned your Esports World Cup 2025 champions. Your Royal Highness, it is with deep gratitude and honor that we invite you to hand the trophy to the champions.
Please welcome to the stage your Esports World Cup 2025 club champions, Team Falcons. Your 2025 club champions, Team Falcons. Thank you, Your Royal Highness.
Falcons break the ties and bind, ascending from the LCQ to become your mid-season champions.
It's all over. It's a 2-0 for Falcons. They're going to the finals.
Team Falcons soaring here.
And in front of the hometown crowd.
Team Falcons lock in third place at Rocket League at the Esports World Cup.
They get it done here in Riyadh.
Riyadh has been the home of the Falcons for years.
One last time, give it up for your 2025 EWC Club Champions, Team Falcons!
What an incredible ceremony, and it was great to have both His Royal Highness and Cristiano Ronaldo in attendance. Well, stay with us here on Spotlight as the champions, Team Falcons, will soon be joining us here in Boulevard City as the celebrations continue here in Riyadh.
No competition is as ruthless as the Esports World Cup. Its trophy system is no exception. The Club Championship Trophy, awarded to the one club that rose above the rest and reigned supreme across all EWC games. The Game Trophy, when a competitor closes their eyes, it's all they see, and it's not complete until it's sealed with a champion's key. Every participant earns a key engraved with their name. That's their right to compete. This year, returning champions hold a key unlike any other. Only one can place their key into the Game Trophy and become an EWC champion. The frame of the champion's key is embedded into the totem, a stone marker of legacy displaying every champion of the year. The keys of the eliminated will be crushed. The champions select 3 broken keys as a personal token, a reminder of who they have humbled. Beneath the totem, a resin block holds the remaining keys, a graveyard of fallen contenders. Will your dreams be broken or your name carved in gold and stone? At EWC, nothing is granted, everything is earned.
We elevated the game with the Esports World Cup. The greatest players, the largest prize pool, the most ambitious esports event the world has ever seen. But we're not done yet. Now, we play for something more. For generations, sport has united people across nations. Nation versus nation. Heart versus heart. Esports claims its place on that stage. Let's run it. Showdown where the best compete for more than glory. They compete for their country. The next evolution of esports. This is the rise of a new rival. This is the Esports Nations Cup. Riyadh, November 2026.
Well, welcome back to our special closing ceremony edition of Spotlight here at the Esports World Cup, where Team Falcons have just been officially crowned as champions at 2025.
And through wing and pinion, Falcons break the ties that bind, ascending to become your mid-season champions.
Game, set, and match.
They do it!
Team Falcons! Well, of course, Team Falcons are our champions, but last night we still didn't know if it was Team Liquid or Team Vitality who had finished second or third. Well, Semra was there with Danny Engels from Team Vitality before their fate was sealed.
What a treat we have for you, Danny Engels, Corporate Director of Team Vitality. It is such a pleasure to have you here with us. Thank you very much for your time, and congratulations on a top 3 finish as well. How would you rate Team Vitality overall at the World Cup this year and their performance?
Yeah, we are extremely proud. We wanted to come here and finish top 3 because last year we got 4th place, so we slowly want to climb the ranking upwards. And I didn't expect us to be in a position where we can rival Falcons and Liquid, and all of a sudden we were in the middle of everything happening, right? We could have won it all. It's crazy to think about, but the top 3 finish was our goal. We achieved that, and now it's about focusing on the future and potentially achieving more.
And you seem to be going from strength to strength and talking about another team that was able to do the same thing, Team Falcons. They say the most difficult title to win is actually the one right after you've won a championship. So what made them such a formidable opponent this year?
Yeah, first off, congratulations to Team Falcons. It was a hard fight, hard battle, but at the end of the day, they collected the most points, they had the best results overall, so they definitely deserve the trophy. I like how Grant, their director, has put it on Twitter, because he basically said the Esports World Cup is not about only a 2-month away here. You have to put in the work all year long, 12 months, find the right players, the right talents. That's what we tried, that's what they tried, and they came out on top this time, so congratulations to them.
Since we're at the Esports World Cup, let's play a little bit of a game then. Let's actually look forward to the next 12 months. And actually, if you look at an X-ray of this particular EWC, what are some of the things that you've learned, or what are some of the takeaways in which you're looking at and thinking, right, we can actually improve on these specific areas?
Yeah, for sure. We are one of the top clubs that came with the least amount of teams. We only had 11 teams coming here to the Esports World Cup. So the learning for us is that potentially it's worth investing into a little bit more so that we can aim for higher results. Which probably should scare the Falcons a little bit, because we have a ceiling available that we can still tap into, and it also shows that we have a lot of quality amongst our teams in Vitality. 9 of our teams made top 8. A lot of them can actually win the respective tournaments. This time we only won 1 trophy with the MLBB women's team, but it makes us so proud, and we want to build on that for the years to come as well.
I love that. Bigger and better. You hear that, world? Team Vitality, they are coming for everyone and for you next year as well. Thank you so much, Danny. It has been wonderful chatting with you, and best of luck for the next 12 months, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Oh, well, Team Vitality, they are obviously third, aren't they, after that confirmation of the third, fourth place match this morning. Well, it is now time for our champions, Team Falcons, to make their way here to us in Celebration Square via the STC Gaming Hall, where the Totem lives. Here they will see their names etched into esports history once again. Well, here the walk begins on the red carpet. It's out. Obviously, you've got MS Dossery there. You've got Cristiano Ronaldo and Prince Faisal as well. So many legendary names here doing the Walk of Champions.
Yeah, I mean, it marks the importance of what a massive win this is. And this is what every single team and club dreamt of doing. But of course, there could only be one, Rachel.
Well, they've just left the main showcase arenas, and they'll be entering the STC Gaming Hall, where the Totem is waiting for them. And it's not just 1, but 2 totems as well. There's last year's Totem, which Team Falcons have their name on, and then this year we're waiting for it to be unveiled.
Now, as we see Cristiano, and look, this is the hard part about this, is everything below them was the keys destroyed. The teams that didn't make it, the graveyard of keys, as we now make our way towards the Totem.
MS Dossery knows a thing or two about doing this, doesn't he? He got to do it 12 months ago when Falcons won their first title here at the Esports World Cup, and now he gets to do it once again. It's a massive moment in history for Team Falcons, and a massive moment for MS Dossery as well, as he takes away that strip and reveals Team Falcons as the club champions for 2025.
What I love about that is the elevation is so symbolic, rising above all competition, because we know that nothing is granted, everything is earned here at the Esports World Cup. And the motto is rise above. So it's quite poetic that we see it happen physically as well.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible, and I can't wait until they come over to us as well, because there are so many fans waiting for them over here, ready to celebrate with them as well, because it's not just about the gamers, it's about the organisation, everyone behind the scenes, and the fans who come out every single week to cheer them on.
Shaking hands with His Royal Highness Faisal there, and Cristiano Ronaldo. The deed is done. Our club champions are officially crowned. We've got to wait another year to crown another.
I mean, it's been a long 7 weeks, hasn't it? 25 titles, played 25 champions crowned. We've had a player that's won the accolade of Player of the Week every single week as well. And obviously it all comes down to this, Team Falcons being crowned the club world champions taking home $7 million. That's the prize. It gets reinvested back into the team as well, and possibly to some of the players who have it written into their contracts, they get a bonus as well, which is definitely going to help them reinvest in themselves and just be better players for next year when they get to come back.
What a ceremony. That was cool.
Love that.
Surreal.
It doesn't get more grand than that.
No
that was
words.
the word in my mind the whole time, was grandeur. Like, this really is just a moment of grandeur. It was epic.
It was crazy. Like, I can't imagine what they were feeling, like doing that, seeing their names for a back-to-back year. Ronaldo, the Prince.
Yeah.
Just that whole feeling, the fans surrounding them, must have been surreal.
There's also the graveyard, which you saw. I'm not sure if you know much about the graveyard, but each player gets given a key. That signifies that they are still in the competition. They are a participant here at the Esports World Cup. If they lose, it gets crushed and it goes in the graveyard there, so everyone else can walk past it and just look down at the players gone before them.
Talk about poetic.
Yeah.
You know, literally getting your heart crushed in the form of gold.
But I love that it's like placed beneath the club champions, so as they walk towards the totem, they actually have to stomp over the broken keys. Wow. It makes it a little bit more brutal, doesn't it?
Man, there's nothing else like this, man. Like, you don't see that in any other sport. This is crazy.
That's what makes this so special. And it's only going to constantly keep growing. I can't wait to see the next few years.
Well, I think other sports as well can learn from this. I don't think I know another sport that has crushing of the or other participants' keys or trophies or medals. Like, it doesn't happen, and maybe it could happen. Would we ever see it in football?
Oh, football, I don't know about that. I mean, what I can say is we definitely seem to be going the more American direction with all the fanfare and the concerts before and at halftime and all of the entertainment and all of that. But in terms of actually, I don't know, taking some kind of totem that represents your opponent and just brutally crushing it in front of them and all the fans, I'm not so sure that the fans would actually allow for that to happen, quite frankly.
I think some crazy stuff would happen if that was to take place.
Hunter, I love the fact that at the same time, of course, we punish the losers here. That's the reality. But we celebrate the winners bigger than anybody else.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, I mean, you get to, like you said, majestically be risen up upon that platform, go to the top, put your key on there, and your team's there, your name is there in gold for the rest of the year. Wow. If you walk through the corridors in the arenas, all their faces are up on the walls. Like, it's insane, man. Like, I want to play. I want to play.
This is why I said earlier that we're going to see you next year, because I have a funny feeling, Stan.
I'm that motivated.
I don't want to see you get your key crushed, bro. I'm sorry.
No, but I'd like your face to be somewhere in the esports arena. We could do the Walk of Champion and see Huncho Stan somewhere there in history for years to come. Okay, well, join us after the break when we'll hear from our club champions Falcons as their CEO, MS Dossery, joins us on the sofa. And we're going to say bye to FaZe Rug, Semra and Huncho as well. Guys, thank you for joining us. We'll see you,
so much
a little bit later. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
No competition is as ruthless as the Esports World Cup. Its trophy system is no exception. The Club Championship Trophy, awarded to the one club that rose above the rest and reigned supreme across all EWC games. The Game Trophy, when a competitor closes their eyes, it's all they see, and it's not complete until it's sealed with a champion's key. Every participant earns a key engraved with their name. That's their right to compete. This year, returning champions hold a key unlike any other. Only one can place their key into the Game Trophy and become an EWC champion. The frame of the champion's key is embedded into the totem, a stone marker of legacy displaying every champion of the year. The keys of the eliminated will be crushed. The champions select 3 broken keys as a personal token, a reminder of who they have humbled. Beneath the totem, a resin block holds the remaining keys, a graveyard of fallen contenders. Will your dreams be broken or your name carved in golden stone At EWC, nothing is granted, everything is earned.
We elevated the game with the Esports World Cup. The greatest players, the largest prize pool, the most ambitious esports event the world has ever seen. But we're not done yet. Now, we play for something more. For generations, sport has united people across nations. Nation versus nation. Heart versus heart. Esports claims its place on that stage. Let's run it. Showdown where the best compete for more than glory. They compete for their country. The next evolution of esports. This is the rise of a new rivalry. This is the Esports Nations Cup. Riyadh, November 2026.
Well, welcome back to Spotlight for our final evening here at the Esports World Cup. But we have the trophy, which means I am delighted to welcome the CEO of Falcons here to Spotlight, MS Dossery. Welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Did it again.
What a moment you've just had over there.
Yeah, I mean, I want to thank everyone who's been part of Falcons, our players, our coaching, employees. I think it's never easy to win a back-to-back, especially doing it in multiple games that you need to perform well. I couldn't be more happier as a guy who runs the company of my employees and my players. And I can't thank my fans enough for putting all of the energy and the electric atmosphere in every event.
I want to talk more about the celebrations, but first let's talk about how you got here. It was a little bit harder than last year, right? It went right down to the wire. How were the nerves going into the final week?
I think it was a very stressful period, to be honest. But I think that's the beauty of any sport, a tough competition with a great competitors. This year was very close to the final edge. They pushed us. So credit to them for having an absolutely amazing performance as well. But stressful-wise, it's very stressful.
I've known you maybe now 8 or 9 years. Before any of Team Falcons even existed, maybe it was an idea in your head, but sitting here now as a back-to-back champion of the Esports World Cup with a team you created, is it difficult to think it's even real?
Yeah, sometimes I didn't thought that this can be possible with that short amount of time to be on stage, winning across everything, being dominant, having back-to-back. It's something I'm very speechless to describe or to say. I couldn't be more happier of my personal career, but I couldn't done it all alone. I have an incredible employees who work with me, incredible sponsors and partners, and definitely incredible players who definitely want to have the winning DNA of Falcons.
This is a celebration of epic proportions. We're not finished yet. We've still got a fireworks display still to come. And if you just glance over your right shoulder, you'll see a scene of just Falcons fans absolutely everywhere. And they've been so loud and proud and backed every single player that's competed here over the last 7 weeks. They're such an amazing fan base.
Yeah, I mean, we have an application for Green Falcons, which we call them, and there is 10,000 people, even though the arenas doesn't have a capacity of 10,000, who wants to come, who wants to cheer. And the only thing I had in mind during EWC that I wish that I don't disappoint them, and this was my approach with them moving forward. I'm really glad that I put smiles on everyone, but I could have not done it alone. Even the players was saying the crowd energy and how they cheer for us send us to win or to get a better result in a couple of different tournaments.
Well, for sure, because we've been in the arena watching and your fans are the loudest, let me tell you that as well. MS Dossery, what has your 7 weeks looked like? Because I keep seeing you sitting in the embassies, sitting in the arenas. It looks like you've watched every single title, and there's been 22 that Falcons have entered?
Yeah, I watched every single title. Sometimes not just Falcons plays, when Liquid or Vitality plays. Unfortunately, I have to watch it as well to know what's happening. I mean, it's been a hectic, some sleepless nights, some nights where you overthink about tomorrow or the day after. And this is just part of the job, and this is what makes everything happier when you finally achieve what you want to achieve. But I think I've watched all the tournaments, and sometimes not even just Falcons games.
Have you been surprised at all with the standard of other teams around you this year? Because it does feel like everyone's just getting better every single year that rolls on.
I think we expected definitely a tougher competition. We know the competitors that before we head into the next EWC. Credit to them. I think we battled on a couple of players that we wanted to get. They get them, and they did a better result. But we definitely noticed that this year is going to be tougher because everyone had know the success story of how the champion have done it, and now it's not secret anymore. And we know that they have a quality as well that can make it harder.
It's a little bit stressful at times, I'm sure, but you finally got the one title that you needed as well to get yourself in the race. I mean, that must be a highlight, but has there been a personal highlight for you across the 7 weeks?
Yeah, I think winning Overwatch, as soon as we won it, we thought that it's just a matter of time. And then after a bad week, which is the week after, or week 5, we thought like, it's back again where everyone can takes it. But I think credit to my Overwatch players who came from the last chance qualifier to win it all. It's absolutely an amazing story.
How does the celebration that we've just witnessed rank in life achievements? I mean, we saw you with His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, His Royal Highness Prince Faisal, he's with Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think that one consistent with the one the year before. And definitely Cristiano being there means a lot to everyone here in Falcons, especially to me. I have in every socials number 7 after it, and since I was a kid he was my idol, and today my idol who comes and give me the trophy as well.
Obviously, a lot of people will also know you as a world champion in when it was FIFA EWC. Now, was week 5 special for you because EAFC was on and you really wanted to play? Do you still have that itch to try and to go and be a player?
It was definitely a special to see my friends who've been playing, but it was emotionally for me that I wanted to play, and I still believe that I get it enough. Sometimes it's hard with everything I do here in Falcons. I manage 200 players, and 90 employees, so it's not easy. But I still have it.
You coming back?
I think with Nations maybe. Yeah.
Now that brings me to my next question. Next year, let's imagine you're playing, right?
Yeah.
And it is pivotal. You're in a pivotal match where you need to win to secure the club championship. When you are managing all of these players as well, it's your organisation. That would be pressure that I imagine you've never experienced.
Trust me, it would be less stressful than watching chess.
I don't know about that. Obviously, you reached the absolute pinnacle in your career, and I'd love to see you playing again. I feel like maybe unfinished business?
Maybe a bit. It's finished, but for me, I want to play the Nations.
For you now as well. What does the process look like ahead of next year? You've got 12 months' time. Is there a break, or do you already have something in your mind that you go, okay, we're in 22 titles, we need to be in every single one? What's that process?
We'll definitely have a recap of the success and some of the not success that have been during EWC. The goal is definitely to keep winning. That's Falcons, and that's why Falcons is here, to keep winning. So we'll have a break, we'll enjoy our time, but then we'll definitely have a recap on how we can make Falcons even bigger.
And then after that, you just mentioned it there, you want to play in Nations, so the Esports Nations Cup, which was just announced yesterday. How excited are you about this tournament?
For me, as a player, I think I'm really excited. It's a dream for me personally as a player, and I wanna. It's not just about I wanna play it, I wanna win it. That's how I see it.
I mean, obviously, it's not just about you, is it, in Team Falcons? Is there anyone you want to kind of, congratulate, just not the players, but your team as well? Because it's a big business.
Yeah, it's a big business. I think today, the main thank that I would love to thank that have made every step of Falcons possible is definitely our sponsors and our fans. And and I think we own them that.
Is there anything next year as well at the Esports World Cup that you think that will be bigger and better? Have you got anything that you think we should be seeing here next year, or something that we maybe don't know about yet?
I really don't know. I wish that whatever that comes, that Falcons be good at.
Out of all of the 25 titles that we've seen this year, FC aside, what were the top 3 for you? What have you really enjoyed?
Rocket League is a game that I really love and watch. I love the Warzone as well because I love our players and how the game is fast. And I would say the third, I'm a fan of CS as well. So I loved watching CS, and this is my personal.
MS Jossery obviously asked as well, that $7 million was the top prize for Team Falcons. How are you going to reinvest it for the next 12 months?
I think now we have a very strong core. For the past 2 years, we've building cores, we're buying out players and everything. Now at Falcons, if you look like, in every game we have a very strong core of very good competitors.
When you recruit a Team Falcons player, because everyone wants to be on your team, what do you look like? What runs through a Team Falcons veins?
I think we sign champions, and that's our material. And I wish at some point I have more and more champions.
Is there a vetting process? Like, do you have to interview them? Like, I'd love to know the process to be a player at your club.
I think there is an interview definitely to hear what they want to achieve. Sometimes you want to sign champions, but the champions are not hungry enough, so you need to talk to and see what does he want to, how can you actually support him beside that you pay him a monthly salary, which is very importantly, and to see does he really want to win again or does he really want to win.
Just finally from me, you watching, that's what you need to, that's who you need to be if you want to be a Falcon. But after this crazy 7 weeks, you've just been crowned club champions. How are you going to celebrate personally? Are you going to have any time off?
I'll work for the next 15 days because I think we need to utilize our win. And unfortunately this is part of my job, but then definitely I would go with my cousins and I will switch out my phone.
Sounds good. Go on holiday.
Yeah, deserve to have a rest. MS Jossery, thank you so much for coming to join us. Congratulations once again to you and your team, Team Falcons, club champions for 2025.
Thank you.
Well done. Oh my God, it's been an incredible year for the team, of course, and it was capped off by becoming a 2 times esports World Cup club champion.
Team Falcons are the pride of Saudi Arabia.
The definition of Team Falcons DNA is winning.
Flawless, fearless, and unshaken. That was it. It's done. I don't believe
are supposed to be our defending title champions.
No one's had a longer road than Falcons to this moment.
What an exciting moment this is. First of all, guys, congratulations. 2 years in a row as the esports world champions. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I feel so happy. Getting the feeling of the win twice in a row, it's something that you can't explain. It's something I can't express it as well. It's something amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't breathe. It's amazing.
I tell you what, your body language, your smiles, the energy that you're giving, it kind of says it all, quite frankly. But how cool is this? I mean, just walk me through what you're feeling, what you're seeing with this incredible gala, this award ceremony. In a few moments, of course, the team, Cristiano Ronaldo, big names, His Royal Highness are going to be here to celebrate with everyone.
Last year, it was great. It was amazing. It was something else, but it keeps on getting better and better every single year. I expected it to be amazing last year. No, they made it better and even bigger this year. I can't explain how nice this is.
Yeah.
So honestly, seeing everything live right in front of you, it's like a dream come true. It's so different from watching on TV and being an actual part of such a huge, amazing organization and winning something as big as the Esports World Cup, especially here in Saudi Arabia. We said it once, and we did say we said the cup was going to stay, and it did stay, and it will stay next year as well.
Well, that was my next question. I was going to say, talking about realizing dreams and making them come true. Are we having a three-peat? Is it in the air?
I can feel the third already coming. The competition is high and it's strong, but it's in our pockets right here.
Yeah, it's in our pocket, right?
Absolutely. No one can beat us. No one can beat us whatsoever. You can try, but you can never get it.
I love it. You can try, but you can never get your hands on it. It is staying right here at home in Riyadh, according to Team Falcons.
We didn't ask one lame question either.
Amazing send-off for a superb event. Thank you all for joining us and being part of this unforgettable journey at the Esports World Cup. Over the past 7 weeks, we've witnessed history be made, champions crowned, and phenomenal competitions unfold. I want to leave you with the words of His Royal Highness Prince Faisal, who said, "Esports is no longer niche. It is a global sport and a cultural force." And from what we've seen here this year, his words couldn't be more true. Thank you again. We can't wait to see you next year. Goodbye.
Heart of the desert, under the warm Saudi sun, the world came together.
I'm playing with
Lando.
We choose
Here in Riyadh for something bigger than competition.
Oh, you want to go like that? Fine.
Players, fans, and dreamers from every corner of the globe, preparing to test their skills in the ultimate arena. With every roar of the crowd, every victory, every disappointment, we witness more than these things. We witnessed history, breaking barriers, crossing borders, and building for the future. This World Cup wasn't just about champions who lifted trophies. It's about all of us writing a new chapter together.
That was it. It's done. I don't believe it. Game, set, and match. Nothing was granted, and everything was earned.
Extremely dominant.
Fantastic. We finally did it. The Esports World Cup 2025 victors.
And as the lights dim on Riyadh, live with memories carved in the desert sands, with a hope that we will meet again.
Bro, we gonna start a team or what?
Man, we got to.
No, sir.
I've got some newspaper, so if I do this.
What are you doing?
Excited I saw him. And then, oh,
it's him.
Disappointed it's that guy again.
I only lost count 20 times.
What an absolutely incredible and unforgettable 7 weeks this has been. Congratulations once more to your reigning champions who have done it again, back-to-back winners, Team Falcons, as this year's Esports World Cup champions.